quite a special place, and I'm going to take you along with me just to show you around. And I'm quite excited because I've done this painting a few times. I'm sure you'll like it. My son, being a teenager, typical whatever it is, he doesn't usually spend much time with us now. I don't know what it is. I think it's just that age. Let me know in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about. He doesn't usually come places with us anymore. So he's actually changed his mind and he does want to come with us. I'm happy that he's coming with us, but yeah, I'm just going to show you around. We're quite nice. I'm hoping that it doesn't rain, but we'll have to see. We've actually arrived. It was a bit of a journey to get here. It took us quite some time. Just a bit of traffic, a few road closures, but we're here now. And I just want to show you, this is probably one of my favourite views. So I've got a few pictures of this place and I've painted it, as I said. I've painted it a few times. I've done a oil painting and I've actually done this in watercolour a few times, and I'm going to show you the view. This is stunning. So we just parked up by the train station's just behind me, Hebden Bridge train station. There's a little car park. We've just parked the car and I'm going to spin you around and show you the view that I've got just over the river, or is it a canal? So here we go. I'm just going to spin you around. It's just one of my favourite views. So yeah, I think we're really looked out with the weather. It's really nice and it's actually quite warm. Let me show you. We're just on the canal side and I'll show you the other side. So as I've said, we've got my mother-in-law. We wanted to bring her out, and my son has also decided to join us, so that's good. And I'm thinking I need to do this painting again, so I need to take a couple of pictures. When I'm on location, especially when I'm really liking the scene, it's always best to take more than you need pictures, and then you've got a bit of a choice, and obviously just zoom in a little bit. So I'm starting off the pencil sketch just to get the shapes and lines down. You can see just the buildings. I'm putting those straight lines in. There's also a little bit of perspective in this scene as well, so you just got to pay attention to the windows and the roof lines of each of these buildings. Having said that, you don't have to be 100% accurate. Just pay attention to the angles of the windows and the roofs, and if you get them close enough, then it does become believable. To indicate where the chimneys are on this far building, I'm just using a mark. How cool is this building? Got the different colour windows. I think that's actually Nakapila Hall. I've found my family. I've spotted my family now. They never wait for me, but I think they're just having a look around the park. I don't know what's going on. We actually found out there was some sort of a dog market. I don't know what exactly it was. It was more like something to do with dogs. They were selling things and all sorts of things. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is mix up this warm colour, and this is it's covering most of the buildings, so I'm just going to use my M. Graham's palette. And I've already got a little bit of red mixed up, so all I'm going to do, and this is really simple, I'm just reactivating that with just some water, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of yellow ochre to that red. And that's all I do when it comes to mixing colours. When I first start painting, I usually just go for what's in my palette and just add colour to the mix that may be there already, and that's how I do it. Let me know if you're one of these people who likes to clean out the palette, but I generally don't usually do that. But you can see the nice warm tone that I've got now with that mix, and it's fairly accurate, I'd say, to the actual reference. So I'm going to use that on all of the buildings that you can see on the scene, and that gives me a nice base to work with. You can also use a bit of paper on the side just to test your colours. I don't know why I've just never done that. I just go in and whatever colour I mix is just whatever colour goes down, and you can always adjust that once it is on the paper. Maybe that's the wrong way of doing it, I don't know, but that's just the way I do it, and I'm comfortable with doing that. But I know a lot of people do use maybe the side of the paper or the side of the page just to test out the colours. But as you can see, this is quite a nice mix. It's quite warm, and I may add to that as the painting progresses. But what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to show you around Hebden Bridge. A really, really stunning place. And I'm using this dark red and with a bit of... So this is just simply a cad red and Payne's grey. Now I have chopped down a lot of this video because I didn't want it to be too long. Keep it on. Smarties. Look at that. My son's already started. He's mortified, and he says that he's not going to walk with me because I keep getting the Pocket 3 out. So, honestly, teenagers. I don't think it's the Pocket 3, I think it's the microphone attached to my top. He just doesn't find it he just gets embarrassed and just leaves me behind. He always walks off and leaves me. But that's just one of those things. If you are affected like that when it comes to filming videos, let me know, drop me a comment. I'm sure we're not the only one with a teenager who just finds these things cringe. Now you can see I'm using pen as always with this watercolour. I do enjoy having those dark lines, and it just gives some definition to the scene, especially with the windows. They're quite dark and they've got a nice window pane surrounding those, so I'll be using colour just to go alongside those, and then just using a little bit of pen along the chimneys just to define those. And you got the nice hillside of trees in the background, so that's quite nice as well. And then I've just got to use these really bright punchy colours for these boats, these barges that are on the canal. There always seems to be a couple parked up exactly in this spot. It doesn't matter when we visit, there's always a couple of boats, and it's almost part of the scene. I don't know whether they're the same ones, the same barges, but it's just, I think, has to be included in this one. Don't you just love seeing the reflections of these buildings? So for those of you who may not know where Hebden Bridge is, my friends from the US, Hebden Bridge is West Yorkshire, and it's about 9-10 miles from, maybe 15 miles from where I live. So it's not too far to get to. It's just my car needs fixing. I need to get it to the garage, so I'm not taking it really on the motorways. There always seems to be plenty of buskers in Hebden Bridge. And now look at this. This is my son's favourite shop. And they have all the traditional old-fashioned sweets on sale here, as well as American sweets, candies. So I'm just going in with pen now, and this is I think the last sort of detail. I left this building till last. Wasn't sure how much detail to put on it, but you can see just including the shadow on the top right hand side, and that's just pen making these little triangle shapes, and then just going in with a bit of sepia pen just to indicate some of those bricks. So it's a nice building that leads your eye into the scene, so I quite like that. So I'm keeping it quite simple, and pretty much all the detail is within the centre of the painting. But I'd love to know your thoughts if you've ever been to Hebden Bridge. We live in Lancashire, and Yorkshire is quite a big county, going all the way up to sort of Lake Districts, Carlisle, up bordering Scotland and almost down to the Midlands. It's quite a big county, and so this is just West Yorkshire, and it's just one of those places that we like to go. And although there's not much there, and it does get really busy, as you can see on this video, it is one of my sort of spots that I do like to visit. It's definitely worth taking a day trip, getting something nice to eat. We found a little cafe and had some cheesy chips. Me and my wife had some cheesy chips while my mother-in-law had an omelette. My son got a pizza from a pizza place. So yeah, it was just quite busy. Usually we would take some sandwiches, get some meal deals from the supermarket, but we wasn't that organised this time. But yeah, it's just a really nice place, and check this one out. This is the Wavy Steps restaurant and bar, and you'll see why here. Just before the bridges, you've got the steps Look, there's the sign. Maybe this is a painting for another time. But you got the steps that are wavy steps, so it's quite a good name for a restaurant. So while we were there, we actually came across 3 people playing the guitar. And then this is another one of those buildings that I really like, and I have done this painting before. But this was done when the ivy was all green along the front of the building. And then this cafe on the corner is where we usually get our pasties from. So it's like a pastry filled with different fillings, and we usually get a traditional Cornish pasty. And this is a street that just caught my eye, and I really like the perspective on this. So another painting. Just had a really nice ice cream, something to eat, and just nice to get out in the sunshine. As you can see, the weather's been really kind. And here's another view to the Wavy Steps restaurant and bar. You can see more why it's called the Wavy Steps from here. And don't you just love the way the houses are almost built into the hills? And then this building was erected in 1924, so it's quite old, but we do have a lot older in this country. But it is nice to see those buildings. And then we're just making our way back to the car, so we're getting along the canal side again. But just look at the reflections and the buildings. I just love this artistically. I just love this place. And I'm hoping that these 2 guys are friendly. I know sometimes they can be a little bit vicious. They start hissing. But they just seem preoccupied with whatever's on the floor. And then just look at it. I could paint lots of different places here. It's just really inspiring for me. I think we're about done here in Hebden Bridge. Hope you enjoyed this sketch. It is my favourite, one of my favourite scenes that I've actually painted a few times. But I hope you like this sketch. Please drop a comment, like, share, subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel to find more paintings like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.